Hello citizens of the internet, it is I, your local queer, Xenocyte. Apologies, I've been gone for a while, again. I kept flopping back and forth between video topics and then Sims 4 re-entered my life, but here we are, I'm back. Today I'm going to be talking about something that I never thought would happen in 100 years. And the internet certainly didn't think it would happen within 100 years, or even beyond 100 years. And that is Destiel being canon. Except it's not really canon, and I'm going to be talking about why it's not really canon. And I feel like everybody knows, and I know I'm like 2 weeks late or something, but I do what I want and I talk about what I want. It's my channel, you don't have to subscribe. So, with that out of the way, let's dive into it. Let's talk about Destiel in the year of our Lord 2020. Woo, let's go, yeah. Now, to clarify, it is certainly canon that Cass loves... I can't believe I'm fucking talking about it. To clarify, it is certainly... This is so stupid. To clarify, it is certainly canon that Cass loves Dean. So I guess if we were to get specific, it is canon that Destiel is one-sided, I suppose. But that's something we've already known for a long time now, and certainly not something that the fans were requesting for and hoping for since season 3. We know, I know, you know, the fans know, the writers know, the world knows, your grandma knows, literally every person on this planet knows that since season 3, fans from all across the world have been writing fan fiction, theorizing, interpreting everything in hopes that maybe, just one day, our gay angel boy and bisexual disaster trash man would get together, hold hands, and have a cheeky smooch. But after 12 more seasons, hundreds of episodes, thousands upon thousands of fanfiction written between Cass and Dean, and Cass confessing his undying love, we finally got it. We got a confession. Except they couldn't even do that right. And in this essay, I will discuss the reasons why the confession was so poorly written, why it didn't add anything to the Destiel ship, and why it was perhaps the most homophobic gay love confession I had witnessed in my lifetime. Firstly, as I stated before, we already know Cass loves Dean. The show's confirmed it, they've alluded to it, like, this isn't new information. It's been stated multiple times within the show.
You have to choose, Castiel. Us or them.
Good.
Oh, Cass, not for nothing, but the last person who looked at me like that, I got laid.
Why don't you go keep an eye on Adam?
Don't lose it over one man.
So what, you like him better or something?
Dean and I do share a more profound bond. And then, after a rousing speech, his true weakness is revealed. He's in love.
Having Cass tell Dean that he loves him is kind of like if Dean was just like, Sam, I have something I need to tell you. What is it, Dean? I love pie. Like, we know, you've already told us this, writers. The fans of the show are not stupid, especially the Destiel shippers. Believe me, they've probably written 10,000 word essays on the romantic and sexual tension between Cass and Dean based on this screenshot alone. Perhaps if the confession was more than just Cass saying I love you, then this would be a different topic altogether. And that's what leads me to my next point. Dean doesn't reciprocate. Well, he doesn't reject him either. He sort of just doesn't really say anything about the confession, really. He just kinda...
I love you.
I did hear that in a Q&A panel, Jensen Ackles talks about how There was a lot of edits done in that scene, and a lot of things on his end were cut out. So what we got at the end wasn't perhaps the full picture of what Jensen delivered to the scene, which I certainly believe that very well could be the case. I also heard that Jensen stated that Dean's thought process at the time was that he didn't realize that angels could love humans romantically, and so he was genuinely shocked and taken aback by the love confession and was struggling to process it all. I remember also seeing a script leak saying that Dean doesn't reciprocate, but then I've also heard that there were script leaks saying that he does reciprocate. Do you see the problem here? Here's the issue. We're sort of left to our own interpretations once more. There's been no progress made on regards to the validity of Destiel. The only way that this can get fixed is if they, in the finale, have Cass and Dean reunite somewhere, have a nice reunion, they have a nice sit down, chat about, Cass saying he loves him, and then they have this big emotional moment, and then Dean realizes that, oh, wow, angels really can love humans romantically. And there, we see whether or not he reciprocates. A nice, clear response, a clear answer that can't be interpreted any other way other than what was said. And spoiler alert, we don't even get that. We don't get any form of closure or reunion between the two. We never really see Dean's response. The only thing we get is this.
So Jack did all that. Well, Cass helped.
I'm gonna make a whole separate video about the finale because that was a garbage finale. That was really bad. I could have written a better ending. It was so bad and deserves its own video of me talking about how it's so bad, because there was just a lot of bad choices. Not even just choices, they were just flat out bad choices. Anyway, I'm digressing a little, so let's carry on. The only thing that could make this poorly written, terrible gay love confession between Cass and Dean any worse is if they somehow made it homophobic as well. And fortunately, CW does not fail to deliver on that. This love confession is not only one of, if not the worst case of bury your gays I have seen in film and TV as of yet, but it also carries some distressing homophobic undertones, which I'm inclined to believe were unintentional, but still very shitty, and how could they possibly not see how bad that was? Let me run it down to you like this. So, Cass, a gay angel, has hots for Dean, a trash man. He has a deal with the MT, which makes it so that if he ever feels pure happiness, he is sent to super mega hell. Well, he decides to tell Dean that he has the hots for him, and that makes him feel pure happiness. And so he is sent to super mega hell. He literally was sent to super mega hell because he was gay, told Dean he was gay, and that made his heart do some real doki dokis. Not only do they desperately try throwing a bone at the fans and be like, hey, look, your angel boy's confessing his undying love to your human Dean. Look at us, we did it. But they then immediately kill Cass. They immediately kill him off. The fans don't even get time to really enjoy that moment because he's like, Dean, I love you, and then he just dies. If this doesn't scream homophobic, then I really don't know what does, and at that point I should revoke my queer status. Honestly, the whole love confession was just so poorly written. It was so bad. Literally give this scene to any Destiel shipper. They would give us something that was infinitely better, more enriching, and so much more deserving. Even if they had to kill Cass at the end, it would have done so much better and much more justice than what the writers gave us. Really, any Destiel shipper understands and knows these characters more than any writer in the show at this point, really. They've been sticking at it for 12 seasons. And here's the thing, really, the fans weren't even asking for much. All they were asking was for Cass and Dean to get together, hold hands, and have a cheeky smooch, and not say no homo afterwards. Is that really so much to ask for? But no, for serious, really, the fans weren't asking for much. They were just at least asking for Dean to say something. Just say, yeah, I love you too. Just at least that's all they were asking for. And they couldn't even give us that. They couldn't even give the fans Dean's response on screen. They had to get Jensen on a panel to say something. And now the show's over. We're not gonna get any more episodes, and all we are left is this.
Well, Cass helped.
It really was just a poorly written love confession. Storytelling wise, even, it was just absolutely garbage. Even if you were to try to make it straight, like let's say for example, it was straight. It was a bad love confession in general, just especially bad because it was gay, and then you send a gay character to Super Mega Hell for being gay. That's pretty yikes, if I say so myself. Anyway, that's all for this video. I just wanted to have a bit of a rant about Destiel because I saw it all over the internet and was thoroughly disappointed. Like, I haven't even watched the show past season 9, to be honest. I rewatched seasons 1 to 5 last year because those seasons were genuinely good. I personally feel like anything before season 8 was good. Anything past the Dick season is just meh. Seasons 8 and 9 were pretty meh. I feel like season 10 could have had a lot of potential with Demon Dean, but it really floundered on that one, and it just really went downhill from there. But I heard that Dean became canon, so I had to investigate that because, as I said before, you know, I never thought that day would come in 100 years. And that's the problem, that day still hasn't come, and it's never gonna come because the show's over. To say I'm disappointed is a complete and utter understatement. I'm beyond disappointed. I'm not even like angry at this point. It's just,
I expect nothing, and I'm still let down.
as I said earlier, I'm gonna make a separate video about the finale because the finale is like that's just a whole nother thing to get into. Like, if I were to talk about Destiel and the finale here, I feel like this video would be like, I don't know, an hour long or something. I have a lot to say about that. Like, I get it, I haven't seen the show past season 9, so it's like, I don't know, maybe I'm missing a lot of things between there, but I really feel like I'm not. I really feel like I'm not. And I watched the finale. I tuned into Supernatural just to watch the finale because I did enjoy the show back when I was watching it. So I wanted to see how it would wrap up. Just how would they end it? They at least cannot fail wrapping everything up. And yet they did. They did. They really failed. The show's fans, they deserved heaps better than what they got, really. I feel bad for the Supernatural fans with the ending they got. You know, they've stuck at it for 16 full seasons. I only stuck at it for 9 seasons. My friends stuck at it for like 12 seasons or something. But that's the thing, you got some who've been there since day 1, since episode 1, season 1, all the way up to season 15, episode 20, and that's what they got. That was their thanks. That was the thank you for sticking around for all these years and, you know, making it possible for us to stick around all these years. They got that ending, and it's just a piss poor ending. As I said, they deserve so much better, and more than them, the Destiel shippers deserved so much better than what they got. It's just tragic, really. But anyway, I said I was going to wrap the video, and then I went on a tangent for another 5 more minutes, so for real, that's it, that's up. Thank you for watching this video. Please like this video. Please leave a comment about your thoughts on it. You know, I don't make Supernatural videos often. This isn't a Supernatural channel by any means. I make videos of what I want, what I feel like talking about, at my own pace, because this is just a hobby for me, really. So, yeah, you know, I'm not going to say subscribe for content like this, as I'm not a Supernatural channel, but like, I don't know, check out my other videos if you want, and if you like that, then subscribe. That would make me really happy. It's free, and you would be making one whole singular Australian person happy, and I'd like that. I'd like to be a happy Aussie. Anyway, you can check out my Twitter at Xenocide. That's where I like to just post memes and get into Twitter fights about whatever the fuck I see at the day, so yeah. Anyway, until next time, bye.